Kuala Lumpur is by far one of our favourite cities in the whole of Southeast Asia, home to some of the best food we have ever tasted and has a great mix between modern and traditional. We've spent 3 months over the last year exploring this city and we're putting together the most comprehensive guide to Kuala Lumpur the internet has ever seen. We will be covering all the best food spots, epic attractions, lovely parks, towering skyscrapers and so much more. In this video we are going to share with you all the top things to do. It's in no particular order from best to worst, so make sure you stick around until the end so you don't miss out on anything. Number 1 on the list is the iconic Petronas Towers. I don't know what it is about these towers, but every time we see it, it honestly blows us away. It's fair to say you will not get bored looking at these. You can pay to go up the observation deck, which is on the 86th floor, and stand above the clouds as you catch a close-up view of the towers. And number 2 on the list is KLCC Park. One of the great things we love about this city is how many green spaces there are. Just right by the Petronas Towers, you have this 50-acre park. It was designed to have a balance between nature and the surrounding urban atmosphere. The KLCC Park is actually really impressive, with a jogging track, a children's playground, a swimming pool and a dancing fountain. It kind of reminded us of Central Park in New York. Sit back and enjoy watching the musical fountain show every evening starting from 7 p.m. There are 2 musical arrangements, all songs every half an hour until 10 p.m. Number 3 on the list is Suria KLCC. Located in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, Suria KLCC is the most iconic premier shopping mall in Malaysia. This 6-story shopping mall is located at the foot of the Petronas Towers and it's the best place to go for shopping, dining, entertainment and so much more. With over 300 flagship stores, it brings a whole new meaning to the phrase shop until you can drop. Number 4 on the list is KL Tower. The Kuala Lumpur Tower, also known as KL Tower, is a 6-story, 421 meter tall telecommunication tower in Kuala Lumpur. It's the world's 7th largest tower and is Southeast Asia's 2nd tallest tower. Number 5 on the list is Berjaya Times Square. If you're up for some fun, then look no further. Something about Malaysia which they're not shy of is their indoor theme parks. Head to Berjaya Times Square and go on a ride of your life. And number 6 on the list is the Royal Botanical Gardens. Disconnect from the hustle and bustle at these beautiful gardens. This place is perfect for an afternoon walk. Spread over 200 acres in the middle of Kuala Lumpur, it actually feels like an island of green calm, far removed from the city's chaos. There is so much to do and see here. Number 7 on the list is Shah Alam Hike. Technically, it's not in Kuala Lumpur, however, it's just a short ride away where you can actually immerse yourself in the middle of the jungle. Shah Alam Hike is something that we didn't see in any guides. The hike level we would say is medium to difficult, and after the hike you will be greeted with the most magnificent views of this beautiful emerald lake. Make sure you wear appropriate shoes and don't forget to pack a bottle of water for some snacks. The hike itself can be quite long and can take a couple of hours depending on your fitness levels. And number 8 on the list is the famous Batu Caves. These caves are one of the country's biggest tourist attraction and are a place of pilgrimage for Tamil Hindus. Climb the colourful stairs, enjoy the antics of the monkeys as you climb up and take in the views from the top. Batu Caves is a beautiful historical place to visit. And number 9 on the list is Chinatown, a lively, colourful Chinatown which is located on Petaling Street. Here is where you can find and experience the Chinese Malaysian culture. Walking through the streets, you'll be able to find anything from clothing, fake designer watches, fake designer bags, jewellery, shoes, hats, belts, toys, anything else that locals think a visitor to Malaysia might want to buy. And don't forget to visit our friend James Bond. He has the most amazing peanut pancakes you will ever have. I believe they call them Apam Balik in Malay. He's had his stall for over 40 years now and honestly guys, you will not regret it. And number 10 on the list is Saloma Bridge, a bridge built to signify unity. It joins the traditional districts of Kampung Baru and the modern Kuala Lumpur city. We would advise going here just before sunset so you can see the bridge light up in all its glory. The great thing about this bridge is that it has wheelchair access, so you can actually go right to the top by using the lift. And number 11 on the list is the National Mosque of Malaysia. This has become one of the top tourist attractions in Kuala Lumpur. This modern mosque was completed in 1965 and can accommodate up to 15,000 worshippers. The beautiful architecture is influenced by traditional Islamic art from the Grand Mosque in Mecca. Locals and visitors who have not had the chance to set foot in Mecca can have a glimpse of how Mecca looks like by visiting this mosque. Robes are kindly lent to visitors who are inappropriately dressed. Number 12 on the list is Merdeka Square, also known as Independence Square, which is a square that's located in Kuala Lumpur. It is situated in front of the Sultan Abdul Samad building. It is a place that bears historical value to all Malaysians, as it was here that the Malaysia flag was hoisted, marking the nation's freedom from the British in 1957. And number 13 on the list is Sultan Abdul Samad building. A visit to the Merdeka Square isn't complete without crossing over to the Sultan Abdul Samad building, mostly known for being the Big Ben of Malaysia. It was the best known symbol of Malaysia until the Petronas Towers were built, and still today is one of the most photographed buildings in the whole of the country. And number 14, KL Forest Eco Park. Kuala Lumpur is the only city in the world that has a natural rainforest situated right in the centre. Not only is it free to visit, it's actually one of the most beautiful spots in the city and is one of the best Instagram spots in the whole of Kuala Lumpur. The best shot is taken from one of the high towers looking down at the Canopy Walk. Tian Hao Temple is one of the most stunning temples we have seen in the whole of Southeast Asia. This temple is a colourful Chinese temple in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, with some awesome architecture. It's a contemporary building built in 1987, but it has all of the classic features to make the Chinese cultural objects so cool. This is an easy spot to visit if you happen to be touring Kuala Lumpur, since it's not far from the famous Petronas Towers and the city centre. Now technically this is not actually located in Kuala Lumpur, but another thing you can do is visit the Genting Highlands. When we came to Malaysia, we had so many people commenting on our YouTube to say we have to go here, we must go here. This place is honestly one of the most insane indoor theme parks and outdoor we have ever seen. The Genting Highlands stands as a picturesque hill resort located just an hour's drive from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. With an elevation of almost 2,000 meters, the temperature does drop. The weather is perfect all year round and the nights are so cool. If you are in need for some fresh air after Kuala Lumpur, then Genting Highlands is a great place to spend the day or the weekend. Okay, let's talk about food. Now you have Jalan Tar Night Market. It's open every Saturday and this literally has to be one of the best night markets we have ever been to. Anything from curries, nasi kandar, chips, western food, you name it, you will find it here. We bumped into a lovely Turkish man who honestly sold us the best wraps we've ever had. You also, right by Chinatown, have Jalan Alor Night Market. Here you'll find more Chinese, Malaysian influenced cuisines. Another few spots of ours is the food trucks. You have to check out a Ramly Burger. You need to go and check out a Nasi Kandar at Pelita. Try Nasi Lemak at Wonjo. And you have to try the Nasi Lemak McD at McDonald's. One of our favourite food spots here in Kuala Lumpur has to be the Pavilion Food Court. This was shown to us by one of the locals and honestly we probably would not have found it if we were just wandering around like tourists. This has to be one of the best food courts we've ever come across. You've got so many options from Japanese, Thai, Malay, all sorts of cuisines here, all at a reasonable price, and the food is actually really tasty. There are endless food places to eat in Kuala Lumpur. It is foodie heaven. From brunch spots, night markets to food courts in big malls, we could be here all day. But we're making travel even easier for you by giving you access to our private Kuala Lumpur food Google Maps. All you have to do is add the locations manually, and the good thing is we are continuously adding to it. So you'd always have the updated version even after you've purchased it. There's a link in our description below for more details. That's it for our Kuala Lumpur guide. There is so much more to do in this beautiful city, so be sure to check out our Kuala Lumpur guide linked below, where we share all the best restaurants and hidden gems around Kuala Lumpur. If you found this guide useful, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember guys, follow your visions, and I will see you on the next one.